Let's start by creating a connector to Google Base to pull back data that we can use in our application. Now, Google Base has got all kinds of data in there. They have data on jobs, products and services, and housing and vehicles. Here we want recipe data. You see the default is jobs. That's what's shown right now. We'll put stir fry in as our search. We want to change from jobs to recipes. So we go down and click recipes. A different schema will come in. You see there it is. Now we have recipe type attributes and values. So let's pick our outputs. We want to have title, content, and link as our three outputs. Our input we want to search by as main ingredient, and we'll choose title as our index to choose from all the recipes we get back by title. That's it. We just created in about 30 seconds a connector to Google Base. That's called GBase Demo Stir Fry. So let's run it. And here you see the application running. We built a minute ago. We'll choose pork, and this will pull back recipes from Google Base, stir fry pork recipes. There they are, a few dozen. Let's pick one, 5-spice pork, and that'll give us our three outputs we requested. There they are, title, content, and link. And we can click on the link that's live, and that'll give us the recipe page on the web, a third-party site. And there it is. So our Google connector is all done. Now we're going to build a little question answer result tree, a cart as we call it, to control the interaction with the user a bit more tightly. So we'll control what the inputs look like, what the outputs look like, just to smooth it out a bit. So we'll call this cart demo stir fry, and what's going to happen here is a wizard will pop up. There it is. This wizard will lead us by the hand to create the question answer result tree. You'll see the tree being created behind the wizard on the left with the pink, yellow, and green nodes. So let's put in an initial question for the user. What's the main ingredient? And that will ask the user for the input at runtime. Let's give them 5 or 6 answers to choose from. Say chicken, beef, shellfish, seafood, and vegetables. That's fine, that's enough. And now here's the key part. We want to call the Google Base application we built a minute ago. So let's call that. Here's a list of all our pre-existing applications, including the one we just built. There it is, our GBase demo stir fry. Now here we're going to connect the input from our new cart to the input that the Google Base application wants, main ingredient. So we just hooked them up right there. That's simple. It's passing those values at runtime from one application to the other. And here we'll click our output result that we want, title, and that's just part of it. We'll build a fancier output in a second. And we're pretty much done now. So let's create our result, and our result will be, we got the recipe, but we'll make the final display a bit more interesting. We want to show the three outputs we got from Google Base, which we passed through at runtime. That's with the title, the URL or a link, and the content, which we'll call description here. We want to now go in and take the values that the child application, Google Base, is passing up to us at runtime and put those in as variables so that we filled in our output display. And here's how we do that. We just click, and here we'll create a link. So choose the value passed to us by Google Base at runtime. There's the link, and put that in. You see variables are being input or put into our final display as we do this. We'll call recipe page will be what our link will look like for the user at runtime, and our description again we want to put the content passed through by Google Base. There it is. Again, we're hooking up the inputs and the outputs from the two applications that easily. Okay, now we really are done. We just save our work, and we can run it and check it out. So here we go. All right, so it asks our question we just put in for the cart, what's the main ingredient? We'll choose shellfish, submits it to our Google Base application, bang, it comes back, gives us a couple of dozen recipes for shellfish and stir fry. We'll choose Singapore shrimp, and here's our output display we chose to show, title, URL, and content, and here's the recipe. We click on the link. We're done. It took us 3 or 4 minutes to get the stir fry recipes back from Google Base, but obviously the techniques we used are much more general. Google Base holds data on jobs, products, services, housing, vehicles, personals, and lots more. Now anyone can get to that data and build applications in minutes without programming.